How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. The name of this band is Epysode, and the name of the song is Obsessions. I've never heard of this band before, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. Like I said, this is a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And yeah, without further ado, let's give this a whirl, shall we? Rangers, go.
And with no further ado, to the highlights we go.
We're looking at these pictures, we can see something is ablaze there on the ground as this very strange wave of mud and debris with boats included.
We got a whole movie here, folks.
It's when you see something like this, Ivan, unfold before your very eyes that you get an idea of there's nowhere to run when you have something like that coming so fast toward you. And of course, you know, it appears to be fairly slow when you're looking aerially, but if you're on the ground and that is moving at such a fast speed, you can see the boat there.
This is CNN Breaking News.
By all indications, it looks like we got ourselves a serial killer.
Just a day in the life, huh? interesting song here. To be honest, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. It's a really tough song to pin down here. I mean, first of all, though, I admire what they did, kind of doing a bit of like a short film, really, setting everything up. This detective or whatnot coming home. I guess he's tormented by this serial killer, trying to catch him, and then, I don't know, things get really dark and a bit abstract from there. Yeah, so it's pretty neat how they did that. And Kelly Sundown, the dude's voice, man. I mean, just what a powerful voice. I love that guy's voice. It's so funny because like the video, like the music video itself, like once the music starts and things get kind of really dark and wild, like I feel like if you weren't listening to the music, you're just watching it, you'd think it's like a 2000s new metal or industrial kind of song there. You know what I mean? Like, like Shades of Corn or Mudvayne or something like that, or maybe Rob Zombie. Just in that kind of realm. And even there's a hint in the sound too of the song that has that kind of 2000s metal sound to it. But at the end of the day, I would say the song is somewhat of like a melodic progressive metal in a sense, with a very heavy kind of vibe. Again, that just sort of 2000s metal kind of sound to it as well. So very, very interesting song. And it's one of those songs where I really appreciate where it's coming from and what it's done. I just feel like this type of sound, I'm not really in that headspace or that mind space for this kind of sound anymore like I used to be. If I heard this in like 2005 or something, I'd probably be like, this is pretty sick. This is really right down my alley. Back when I would listen to that kind of style. And again, this isn't exactly like those 2000s metal kind of bands, but it definitely gives off that vibe in a bit of the sound, especially with the guitars and the guitar riffs. But then there's also an added kind of like melodic progressive metal aspect to it as well that does set it apart. But the sound still is quite reminiscent it just kind of takes me back to that time. And just that sound as a whole isn't really my jam so much anymore. But I did like the real heaviness of it. Those heavy riffs were really tight. The vocals were cool. I like the dual vocals. You had the female vocals in there as well. And even the way that was utilized is kind of a trope of kind of a 2000s metal style. Oh, and then when the dude comes out for that guitar solo, that was so sick. He like kind of poofs in like Nightcrawler and then poofs out again. It was just tight. Like he walks in from like the ether or something and just shreds and then he's out. So that was pretty sick. Yeah, really creative. The video, really cool. Again, the song itself, very in-your-face kind of sound, and I dig those guitar riffs, and everything was done well. And the keyboard, that was a nice aspect as well. But it just the sound when you just take it as a whole, it's just not really my thing so much. But still, I definitely appreciate where they're coming from and the musicianship at play, and it is a good sound. It's just not the kind of sound that I really listen to anymore. But as I said, if I heard this back like in the mid 2000s, I probably would have been like, this song rocks. I probably would have had this bad boy on LimeWire or Napster or something like that. But yeah, those are days long gone, long past. Yeah, so very, very interesting song, very cool experience. I did enjoy it. So thank you to the Ranger who requested this song here. And let me know, folks, in the comments down below what you thought of this bad boy. Have you heard of the band Epysode before? Let's talk about it, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.